Hello everybody, welcome to my concept video? Concept. What I'm going to be showing you today is my automatic wheat farm. Well, not fully automatic, you still got to plant the plants, walk the walk, you know. Gotta plant them issues. But anywho, how this works is, well, I'll show you. I'll explain first. But there are 8 stages to wheat. As they grow, it's another stage. Right now, this is in stage 1. Stage 1 is when you plant it. As it grows, it increases. And at the 8th stage, it's completely done and you can harvest it. So, all the automatic wheat farms that are kind of like this have these huge computers, huge, that are unnecessary, because they're sand. Now this is one of my prototypes. As you can see, it just updated. It's on stage 2 now. Yep, it grew bigger. But what happens is this right here is a bud switch, and when the wheat grows, it activates the bud switch. And ignore this nether brick for a second. But when that activates, it pulses this, which sends a pulse to this, and that just sends it down this track. And then when it gets to the eighth stage, it goes over this torch, which powers this redstone, powers another bud switch, which pulses these sticky pistons to pull back the sand over the torches. That's pretty much it. But I mean, this would have been perfect. But the only thing was you have to refill the sand every single time, or just stack it up really high. So I put in a little sand generator, which I'm okay using because it's not glitching. Well, it is glitching, but it's not for that purpose to multiply sand. But some people don't like to use that because it causes lag and they just feel like they're cheating. So I came up with another idea to, instead of having it fall down, that the pistons would push the sand up and over, like this design, which is a fail because I got pissed and started destroying it. But as the wheat would go into its different stages, this would pulse. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, what the hell? What the but yeah, it would do this, which would push the sand down here. The others would fall. And then if we do it again, I don't know if this works. Oh yeah, this one pushes it up and it just goes up, and then when it comes to here, this, since the block is interfering, the power goes through the block into the repeaters, and that pushes the sand back over. And it was working fine, but with the lag lag with pushing the sand up, it would double push. I don't know how to explain it. But when the sand got pushed up, it would just activate too early. So that didn't work. And it was just way too clunky. So I destroyed it. So I made this. I think this might be the final product. This is great. So here's your the bud switch room where you have to plant the one crop and then, well, I guess you would plant the other crops in your crop field or whatever, and then plant this. And this does the same thing. It has a bud switch, and it leads to a tape, and the tape cycles round, and since this is glass, current can't go through it. And the one red block, it can. So this is already on its 5th stage, I believe. 5th stage, yes. So when it gets to the 8th, the current will pass through the red block and activate this T flip-flop, which will cause this to go down because this is a piston underneath. And I'm just simulating this, and that would also it's representing this, and that goes down, and the water washes away your crops to a collection point. And this works by, oh, you just saw it. It updates that. That pushes that up first, and then that pushes that one over, this piston. And these pistons push it over and down, so it cycles through. And this is unnecessary right here. I believe it's really compact. I mean, it does not look that big, besides the huge room there. If you guys want a tutorial, I can go in more in depth. But this piece of mechanism, this mechanism is for when it's on its 8th stage, when the crop is. You would hit this button, and this would get pushed over, knock the crop off, and desoil it or detill it, and then you'd stand on the pressure plate and a hoe would come out. You till the land, because for some reason, I guess it's my computer or something, if you would have pulsed the tilled soil, something would mess up and it wouldn't grow if you replanted seeds. But I'm not gonna show you this yet, because the one problem I'm having is if I push that button too early and it wasn't on its 8th stage, then this would be here, this red block, and 3 stages later the water would activate and your crops wouldn't be done growing. So I need to work that out. But pretty much that button sends current to the piston, which pushes the crop off, and also to this pulse extender, I guess that's called what it's called. It would extend the piston so the bud switch wouldn't activate when the block is pushed in front of it, because that would mess this up yep, that's pretty much it. I might add one of Generic B's bread makers into this. If you just like hit a switch or something, that'd be cool. You just spam it with right clicking, that'd be really cool. So you could go fully or yeah. Oh, and right here, this would be an extension to this, because you would to get your crops off, this has to be pulled down, and you have to give it enough time for your crops in the back to drop off to the collection point. So you have to make this. I'm not sure what the proper name is for it, but pretty much it just holds that down for extra long. And I'll show you. So it goes throughout the repeaters. There's the soul sand, and it just makes it. And this is a T flip-flop powered because they're quicker. And that would hook up to this output here instead of this. You'd hook that up to it. But that's pretty much everything. So if you like this video, thumbs it up, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mother, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your cat. Oh, and also comment if you want to see any of my other inventions, because I've got a good amount. And it's not loading, but I got a good amount of stuff. So yeah, okay guys, see you next time. Bye bye.